Hello.
Hey, folks. All right, we're back. It is officially 2026, January the 1st. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And we're going to recap more of our writing venture, several days worth, as per usual. Ready?
Yep.
All right, we're going to recap right now. November 2nd. Okay, let's see here. Wow, really? We did that?
It wasn't finished. That's a typo.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Mistake from the previous video. We stated that we finished putting away the Halloween decorations. We actually did it on November the 2nd. We put the rest of them in the basement. That's when it was completely finished. So, There we go. I want to just get that out of the way.
Oh, definitely.
So, we're back now into our big epic battle scene with so much shit happening.
Yep.
And I'm trying to remember what
we felt when we made this?
I think that day was pretty exhausting.
Oh, I can remember.
Good.
Myself.
I'm having a hard time remembering more.
Well, to start off for me is I remember this one. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. I remember that part of this battle, but we're writing for this segment for today. Not today, on November 2nd. What we wrote on November 2nd, I remember, gosh, like a part of that segment was so hard.
What part? Can you describe it for me in a way? I'm trying to remember.
Well, can I say that we wrote a battle?
We've been saying that the entire time, yeah.
Yeah, this battle scene was the one that involved more characters than the one that involved less characters. The one that involved more characters was a lot harder for me personally.
Oh, between the two.
Yeah, between
the two battles. Yeah, this one we wrote two battles basically.
This one had two battles basically, and the battle that had more characters involved. Oh my gosh, I remember that one was.
I do remember that one.
Well, I'm speaking for myself. That one was a head toaster right there for me. Wow, it was so hard. I can't really spoil anything except that fact it was just really tough in that there was so much thing. There were so many moving parts involved. There's like several parties fighting at the same time, and Garrett and I, we don't usually do some slow-mo thing or some weird lame thing where there's a bunch of shit happening at the same time. We got to assume all of it's real. We got to assume that all of it's happening in real time. We don't even know what doesn't happen in real time. No, Garrett and I, we like doing the real time battles because honestly, it's very fun for Garrett and I to watch. So we're only gonna make stuff that we love to watch, and that's what we love to see. And
I remember we had to change up lots of. We had to invent to make sure the attacks synced up with each other and that it made sense. I particularly remember the forest thing.
I don't know what you mean by why that had to sync up. I just remember that there was so much things tough, but the part you're talking about, I do remember the part, but I don't remember what was hard about for you. If you could describe, because that wasn't hard for me. It was very hard.
Hard for me was just organizing it. Honestly, I remember that the organizing of it was very tough, and I think that's what Brandon was talking about. That was brutal about it.
Yeah, because there was so much fighting involved, and there's a lot of characters fighting each other involved. Right, and it's not the idea of two sides just charging at each other like 100 and 100 and charging each other, and we just do a bunch of cuts of them just chopping each other up and shooting each other. Now no, this was like kind of like a close like martial arts battles kind of deal if you're familiar with those, and we had to organize all of that. It was crazy for me. Ugh.
Yeah, so between those two battles, Brandon's right. That one was the by far harder one. The other one was actually easier. What was just exhausting is because between both these battles,
it was long.
They were intense. They had to be done right, and they were both different from each other, and these two battles were happening concurrently. That's the storyline we were going with. We were cutting between two battles that were going on concurrently without doing like a split-screen style action.
Who the hell does that?
Well, it's true. Only Guns of the Patriots.
Yeah, Only Guns of the Patriots did that. I'm saying no one movie does that.
Yeah, because that's too tough to choreograph. And honestly, it doesn't add a whole lot, except for when it does, and that is usually an exception in terms of storytelling. You really don't need to go that heavy on the style.
Nope.
To achieve really good style.
Absolutely.
So those two battles were going concurrently. We wrote the first one, then we wrote the next one, and then we did the style of blending them both together when they cut back and forth between each other in a real-time way. We're not cutting from one to the other. And it's the idea that, okay, we saw these folks fight, and then we see now these folks fight, and actually they're going on at the exact same time, which is often done in many movies and story time, which they call manipulated time format. And it is very manipulative in that the audience perceives it as if it's all happening in a fluid, real time, in a linear fashion, when really all the battles all over the place are happening simultaneously. But the storytellers were not smart enough to craft the action scene in a way to convey that. It's very irritating watching an action scene and thinking everything that's happening on the screen is linear when it's not. And the filmmakers don't even tell you that because they were too stupid to figure that out themselves. They just like, oh, let's make the battle look like this, and then we'll just imagine it's real time. But even though it's not really, then they don't.
I don't even think of real time. I just think like, okay, let's show this. Now let's show this explosion. Now show this shooting. And
That's it. They don't
even think about it.
They don't even think. Whereas Brandon and I, when we write our fucking motherfucking action scenes, we're thinking about those aspects. So that way, the viewer experience, while even if you don't catch the idea that we are writing it in real time, you will not be deceived when you realize it after the watch or later. You won't feel like, hey, you know what? I think the creator was getting kind of sloppy there, and I just realized that was just kind of stupid.
Now, I will say this, though. Most people, they probably don't care about that. Garrett and I, we're the creators of our show, and we do care about that aspect, so that's why we made sure we do the actions we like.
Yep. So that was November 2nd. 2 concurrent battles. They're both in real time because they both start at the same time, and then we switch between them in real time. I do believe that's how. And then
that's how we did it.
That is how we did it.
That's absolutely how we did it.
Yeah, and so that was November 2nd. And
all right.
And the one with the that
was November 2nd, and we wrapped up the rest of the decorations for Halloween.
And that was that. All right, let's see
what. Move on.
Yeah, let's go on the next day.
All right, what do we do November 3rd? Oh wow. Oh shit. Whoa, oh my gosh. Wait. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's what we did on November 3rd. Oh my gosh.
Wait, did we write the whole thing? No.
Okay, how'd you not read that?
Beginning part of. Wait. What's part 2?
It's how you divided everything.
Oh yes.
You forgot your own dividing.
I did. Okay.
Now do you get it?
Yeah, now I get it. Okay, all right, so that one, check it out. My brother's got like a little part right here. He likes his hair like this. He's always loved his hair like this. He's got a part.
I know.
All right. My memory of this one was I was so relieved that we got another battle. Another battle's happening. That we had finished this first battle, which is a very intimate battle in its own right. Very emotional one. That by the time we finished that one, that we had still strength left to do the next, at least in part of another part of the battle that's happening as well. This again, it's all battles happening. Coming up with those 20 different tactics for the battle. But
basically
the emotional battle was an accomplishment in and of itself, and I'm glad we had strength. My memory of the emotional battle was that it turned out exactly as we wanted, so it made it easier on us.
I remember for me, with that one particularly, that battle did turn out exactly as we wanted, but shorter than expected.
Yes!
That I remember.
I forgot about that. Brandon's right. It was shorter.
That's one of the ones you always gotta love when it comes to especially fight sequences, that when they are shorter than expected, but they do not lack everything you wanted.
Oh, good phrasing.
So
good phrasing.
So I do remember thoroughly satisfied with that battle, and we finished it about as fast as I think we expected.
Faster because it was shorter.
Well, yeah, then we finished faster than expected. So that was like, I think, half the workday. Because here's the next part.
The 20 tactics is what I'm talking about. 20 different battle tactics Brandon and I had to devise for like 20 different characters.
Literally 20 different characters. We had to. We couldn't just say, oh, this happens and that happens. For anyone who knows how we write action scenes, we do not settle for that. Never.
And that
tired us the fuck out.
We couldn't finish this next part of the battle entirely.
We couldn't write it. We had to only.
But we did develop the 20 tactics after the emotional battle.
Yes.
And that was incredible. I'm very glad we were able to do that and get ourselves ready for the next day, which was we were going to conclude it then. And we even did kind of a double shift actually.
Yeah, November 3rd we did.
On November the 2nd, because those two battles were so tough. Back on November the 2nd, we had 10 minutes left to spare.
No, wait, 10. Actually, it says 10 minutes left.
Oh, 1 hour and 10 minutes left. Oh wow, we killed it on that day.
Yeah, that was November 2nd.
My bad, I just saw the 10.
Yeah, then November 3rd, that one
we pulled a bit of a double shift.
Apparently we said double shift, so
I think we wanted those 20 tactics.
Oh no, we did because we knew how this big battle was gonna go down, and we knew it was like, you know what, we gotta get these tactics. We gotta get this shit out of the way, or else it's just gonna be a fucking hindrance. So let's push it for today. And let's get it done, and we did it.
Yeah.
I remember.
I think we had that conversation. Like, we talked, if we save the tactics for the next day, will we be able to complete it in its entirety?
And we said no.
And we said no. I'm like, okay, we got to get the tactics done today.
Yeah, so we had to push it. We had to.
So we get the 20 tactics for 20 different battles. Not 20 different,
20 different characters.
20 different characters. Had it all prepped and ready to go on the next day. I think that's all we need to say really about November the 3rd.
Yeah, except the fact I want to see how I felt about those 20 tactics. I'm fucking exhausted.
Exhausting but fun. I had a lot of fun doing it, developing it.
I remember for like the first 2/3, I had fun. When it came to that last, like, I don't know, 7, maybe 5 tactics, I about had it personally. I think Garrett came up with it the last.
I think you're right.
I just had it where Garrett, where I was like, Garrett, I'm not going to think of any of these tactics, Garrett, or techniques. Garrett, if I will help you, but you've got to initiate, because I was just about tapped.
I remember. I think you came up with like the 19th one, and I did 20. But on those last 5. I did come up with a lot of them. And we did start off with a system which, since I'm typing, Brandon was going to be the mastermind behind how each tactic and technique was going to be developed for the 20 characters for like the most part. Because Brandon can kind of churn it out when he gets in the zone. And he did it really well. Like for the first 10 or 11, we got that done like under 20 minutes.
Yeah, then we were... and then
it took a long time.
Then the tiredness wave hit us both. So that's what happened on that, and all I can say is that we did a great job, and we were fucking exhausted, and it worked.
And the battle continues. Let's go into November the 4th.
All right, let's see here. Now, this is a big note here. What do we have here?
Excuse me.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Oh!
Wait, we're not mentioning that we finished this.
Well, no. We did finish. See? Yeah, see?
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
How you missing this stuff?
Okay, there's the rest of it. Okay. So November 4 is interesting. It was more planning than writing, actually, I'd say.
Well, actually, if we're going to go by those notes, the 20 technique, the 20 tactics one.
We completed that one.
That was the next one. And according to our note, it was tougher than expected because we had to change some points of the plot, actually. And let me just say right now, we had to change points of the plot while doing an action scene. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see here?
Do you remember what plot points had to be reworked?
Hell no, I don't remember. That was literally almost 2 months ago.
I don't remember either. Anyway, but it was so stressful writing that stuff and reworking everything, and we knew we wanted to work more. We actually took after we had finished writing the rest of that battle segment with the 20 techniques, because now we're November the 4th.
Yes,
we completed it. We had to rework story plot elements.
Yeah, I can't remember at all. Let me see if I remember.
No. Oh, I think I know what it was. I think it had to do with the technology situation and how that was all going to go down.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah.
The technology battle part that was coming up. I think on that day we reworked that. It toasted our heads, and we took a midday Yu-Gi-Oh break. We played Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel to just kind of relax out.
Yes.
Then we hopped back in. And
we want to, I'm guessing from the notes, there was another segment up ahead, another battle. I think we had actually wanted to write it in the same day, but because of the plot points we had to change, on top of writing a big action scene, we had to stop. So what we did ultimately was plan more details of the upcoming battle. I think that's pretty much what it said, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just altered it a little bit. Yes, that's it. We because those plot points, the technology thing we had to change. Wow.
There were some big changes that we had,
and we had to do it. Otherwise, it would just mess it up in our heads and. Blech.
Yeah, the flow of the battle ultimately dictated that our original intended flow written in the segments was not just going to fly when it came down to writing.
No.
And like Brandon is right, when you have to change something, it's always hard. When you have to change something and it's a battle scene, that could really actually ruin almost an entire battle. Thankfully, we organized this fight sequence,
really well.
This ultimate big battle sequence so well that even if you had to alter some parts, yawning baby, that's his nickname, the baby, just tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's the baby in the family.
Yeah. Tuning up battles and plot points.
This is just a million times harder.
It is.
And I understand why we needed the Yu-Gi-Oh break. I played Dragon Maids. I like the Dragon Maids.
Yes.
And then we came back, and then the following day we did some more tweaks for the next battle. See, this technology battle that I'm talking about, this technology is later. It's not going to be the following day. That's not November.
No.
It's not November 5th's action scene. That's a different one. That's another one.
No, that's another one. That's another day.
And all these battle scenes, folks, all happening all over. They're going nuts.
Yeah, it's a really huge battle sequence we've got.
It's like a bunch of battles and it makes up one big battle.
Oh yeah, it's a big battle. People have seen big battles.
Yeah.
It's just we're running a huge action sequence.
So we reworked a technology sequence that I think only came to our head on that day.
It did. It had to. I always would have. If it didn't, we would have written earlier
or later.
Or later we have talked about. No. It only came to us on that day, and I'm remembering it. That's why we were so dead exhausted, because the 20 techniques thing. As soon as we planned those out, that's not what tired us out. What are you doing?
I just want to see if November 1st or the 4th.
Well, actually, in the spare, if you do it, see if you click that right there, then click there. See, it's a lot easier. See, you can do that.
Oh, that is easy. You're right.
Yeah. So, okay, it's easier for me because.
No, that makes sense.
Anyways, no. The 20 techniques thing. When we had those down pat on November 3rd, and we wrote down November 4th, that was pretty damn smooth. No, that plot point. That's what killed our brains. Absolutely, absolutely.
I think I'm getting tired just remembering it. Actually,
I am too. I am too.
I'm getting tired thinking about what we had to do that day. My brain is remembering like, oh my god, we had to do that.
Yeah, our brains are toast. Our brains were toast.
It's like, oh fuck, we had to do that.
And yes, it was a full work day, not a double shift, but it was
full work day.
But it was one of those really rough, tough full work days.
But yeah. So on top of that, the closing of November the 4th, we reworked the upcoming battle that we were going to write on the 5th.
On the 5th, yeah.
On the 5th. So that one was easier, but still tough. So we did double reworkings of double battle sequences in this big battle. So there you go, folks. That was November the 4th. I got nothing else to say other than, again, it was an accomplishment. It was a full work day, and we were really cranking it out. We were determined to do this. It's a big deal. So I got nothing left.
I'm done. I'm good.
See you next week, folks. See you next video.
Next video. Bye-bye.
I gotta start saying next video because I could change from week and stuff like that. So
yeah.
See you next video.
See you next video.
Bye.